Hello everybody. Here we go, another week. Yeah, okay, this week I'm going to do a brand new song for you that I wrote during the whole pandemic, and I've been trying to write a few songs. It's not always easy, but in this case it was, and it's a very personal song, so I hope you don't mind me singing it because it's very personal to me. It's about it's about the mountain where my wife's ashes are scattered in Forteventura when she passed away 7 years ago. The mountain is called Tindaya. It's an old volcano, and she loved the mountain, and so she asked me to do that for her. And anyway, it's called The Cuckoo's Calling. You can't hear the cuckoos calling on the mountain where you lie. Winter lays cold hands upon you, evening breezes heave a sigh. They call upon the moon above you to light your journey on the way, so you can see the path before you leading to a better day. Take me to that holy mountain where it reaches to the sky, where it touches God's own heaven, as through the clouds the cuckoos fly. I can hear the cuckoos calling, drifting softly on the wind. I can see them in the shadows, calling to you once again. But you can't hear the cuckoos calling at the dimming of the day, or hear their voices fade before you as they sadly fly away. Take me to that holy mountain where it reaches to the sky, where it touches God's own heaven, as through the clouds the cuckoos fly. How nighttime shades surround you, and the valleys fills with rain, but you've left this holy mountain where the cuckoos call your name. But you can't hear the cuckoos calling on the mountain where you lie. Winter lays cold hands upon you, evening breezes heave a sigh. Take me to that holy mountain where it reaches to the sky, where it touches God's own heaven, as through the clouds the cuckoos fly. Take me to that holy mountain where it reaches to the sky, where it touches God's own heaven, as through the clouds the cuckoos fly. That's it, the cuckoo's calling. So what I'm going to do now is, it was a sad song, so I don't want to leave you in a sad mood, and I don't want to leave you feeling down or anything like that. I don't want to feel down myself either, so I'm going to tell you a I put this down, a little anecdote that happened to me a long time ago when I was about 18 years of age, when Mick Crotty and I first met, and we were before the formation of the Ramblers, and we'd never sang professionally at this time, and we were on our work holidays in August, first 2 weeks in August, and we travelled down to Kerry in our car, and the idea was to travel from the west coast of Ireland right across to the east coast, off to Waterford. That was the plan, and we did that, and we crossed the country, but by the time we got to Waterford, we had no money left, and all we had left in Tramore one Sunday afternoon was fourpence in the old money, and we could only afford to buy a bag of crisps for the two of us. But I rang my mother, and she sent me down some money, so anyway, she was very good like that. We were travelling over the Kerry Mountains this evening. It was just about getting dark, and it was a lovely, lovely quiet evening, and we came upon this lone pub standing out on its own, not a house to be seen in miles, and as we were driving by, we saw that outside the pub were a couple of men standing around smoking and talking, and we got an idea. So we got this idea, we were only 18, so and what said the devil makes work for idle hands. So we pulled in, got this idea, we pulled into the side of the road, and we had our guitars in the back of the car, so we said, no, we won't bother singing, we will do this instead. So we had a little portable tape recorder in the car. It was a battery operated tape recorder, reel to reel, and we took it out and we made our way up to the pub, up to the two men up there, and we greeted them, and we put on our best American accents, and we told them we were over from Greenwich Village in New York, and we were collecting Irish ballads and traditional songs and music to bring back to America and to play on national radio over in America, and hopefully someone who with us. And we asked, is there anybody here, could you sing a couple of songs for us? And they said, no, hold on a minute. So they went back into the pub, and within minutes, it was about 10 people came out, and they were lined up in single file in front of us. And now at this stage, we were saying, God, we've gone too far with this. How are we going to get out of this? And it ended up anyway, and we promised them that when we go back to New York, we'd play this on the radio, and that in time we'd be in touch with them, and it could make a great name for them over there. So we asked them to sing Irish ballads. And anyway, we started to record, and they came up one by one. As I said, we wanted to hear Irish ballads, but all they sang was 40 Shades of Green and Put Your Sweet Lips a Little Closer to the Phone, and all these country songs that the ones we didn't want to hear, and that nobody in America would ever play anyway. So we thanked them very much when it was finished, and they wanted to buy us a few drinks, but we said no, we're going off, and we're very important. We've got a schedule. We've got to be back in Dublin. We're flying out to New York in the morning, and we've got to go now, and it's a very important job we're doing. So we left them anyway, and they waved at us as we made our way down to the car. And it never dawned on them that these two what would you call us, recording archivists, is that the right word? Archivists, from New York, were driving around the country in a batter-up old tri-impaired car with the bonnet tied down with a piece of rope and the front passenger door welded closed. We could only get in one door, and 4 ball tyres on it, and they never copped on that we should have been driving a better car. So anyway, we went on, and we had told them that we'd be in touch with them, but I'm sure for many years afterwards they were all standing around waiting for that contact, that phone call from America, from New York, and I know the feeling. I've been waiting for that phone call too for years, but it hasn't come yet. So anyway, they're the sort of things. It was harmless. We didn't do any harm anyway, but I never copped on. Anyway, that's it. We didn't hurt anybody, so that's it for this week. See you again next week, and until then, Slán. Good luck. Bye. Time to switch off again, John.